Hey Bloomerinos, we're gonna make this funky bow together. Are you ready? Let's get started. We are gonna make a funky bow with some of the ribbons we've used before because we're gonna make a wreath that has two bows on it. So I want them to kind of coordinate but not be identical. So I'm gonna show you how to make a funky bow. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my really dramatic black and white ribbon and we're gonna put that in the back of the design because it's a good solid anchor in the back. So I'm gonna trim my ribbon here at an angle. This was a piece we had used for the center, so I'll keep that off to the side. Now, here, I think I could go, you can either dovetail them or you can cut them at an angle, and I'm just gonna cut them at an angle on this one. So it's 8 inches to the center, and I'm gonna twist, and we're gonna let that dude go up. So the first tail is going up. Now I'm gonna come in and we're gonna do our loops. My loops are gonna be at 7 inches to start, so way out and big. So twisting at the center and to keep that nice and loopy. That's critical to getting a nice bow that's not so super flat. Okay, and I'm twisting and we're gonna do 2. We're gonna go big and bold with 2. Why? Because we want to, right? Why? Because that's our business and we can do it. 7 inches on either side and scrunch. 1 up, 1 down, and now the tails are at 8. I like to keep my tails at 8. Okay, fluff it out, fluff it out. Start to make it shape, really important when you build this up. Oh, that's the worst noise as it comes off that spool holder. All right, we're gonna take our other 2.5, we're gonna go the other side now because we want the tails to kind of be equal. And so, look, this works perfect. These are already cut at opposite angles and that's all you're asking for when you do that. So I'm gonna go at 8 inches, bring it to the middle and twist it, and that's gonna pop up. Now I'm going to start to make these loops, and I want to do them at, this one a little shorter. We were at 7, so 6.5 now. Come to that center and twist, and 6.5, and I'm going to scrunch it down, and we're just going to have 1 loop. So we just nicely broke up the check with this one that has the cute carrots, and I'm going to cut these opposite of each other. Oh, cut it a little long. Sometimes just leave that a little longer. Don't even trim it when it gets in the wreath because sometimes it works out fine. Don't get too crazy about it being matchy on the tails. We want to try to have it close, but don't go too crazy. Okay, next I want to pop in the bright, bright orange. I like it next because it looks really good going up against the black. So think about where you're going to layer these tails up. In design school, I'm always talking about why we were putting colors together and what we're doing. So in this case, I like that drama that's being created with the black. And my next more dramatic ribbon is this orange with the pop of color. So I'm going to pop that on next. And we're going to twist. And we're going to do 2 again. 2 of these. We're just going to lay it right on top of the black and white. And I'm going to make it a little bit shorter as we pile them in. And make nice solid twists in the middle so that ribbon has that direction just to be bossed around by you. You need it to be bossed around by you. Got to tell it where it's going. And then this tail is going to lay on top of the black also. So we've got a tail going up, a tail going down. I do like to cut those a little bit shorter just so they kind of layer in. See, it's just a little bit shorter. That's perfect. Now we're going to come on the other side, and this time we're going to put argyle. It's like a cool plaid. All right, so let me check my cuts. That works over there fine. We're going to bring that one in and twist. Oh, I love it. I love how this ribbon sits up pretty. And now we're going to come in here with 1 in the center, and I'm going to do it at about, I think we're coming in a little bit more. We're close to 5.5 now. And I'm going to scrunch that down. And then the last ribbon we're going to put in is our gold because we are using a touch of gold in this design, so we want to make sure it's also represented in the bows in a nice subtle way. Look how pretty. Oh, cute. All right, so I'm going to bring this one, and it's going to go over the gold, over the orange side here. And this ribbon, I don't worry about any particular cut because it's got a, just kind of a different edge. And then I'm going to do 2 of these. And I'm just going to do them the same length I did the orange and white ribbon. So let's bring this in. Oh, how pretty. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to use black in the center. We did that on the coordinating ribbon that goes with this one. That was a little too long. And I like that. I like that really classic finish. I think we're going to do that again. So I'm going to trim that. And then let's come in here and start to take it off the bow maker. So I'm going to take my my cable tie, run it right down the center here, and bring my fingers up. Get this tight. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and do all the fluffing. I love this bow. It's so pretty. I mean, it's got this cool classic look to it. And I love all the layers we created. So we call this a funky bow just because it's got tails going up and down, and it's got ribbons and loops and tails. It's a combo of both. Where normally on most bows, our tails are only going to go down. On this one, it's a little bit different. In design school, we even teach on how to do roller coaster ribbons in wreaths and my own techniques for creating these different types of looks. Because I've sold so many thousands of wreaths online, it really helps you to know all the tips and tricks, not just to keep you busy and make you do extra work just because you can. I'm all about teaching you how to make it fast, make it beautiful, make it prettier than you did yesterday, and keep getting better at what you're doing. So this is our strip of ribbon we had left from our other bow, and all it is a 2.5 inch piece of ribbon slit in half, okay? And now I take and just trim it down by folding it. I fold it into a nice little cute strip where I've got the black and white pattern pretty equal, and I use that right down the middle. And what that does is gives me a nice polished center and a nice focal point. Now, this is a thin piece. Like, say I want to go fatter in the middle, we can. All we got to do is just cut another little piece, and we can fold it a little fatter. So let me show you that real quick too. So instead of trimming this, I can leave it full, okay? We want 10 to 12 inches. It's just easier to work with and tying those knots. Now, take it and fold it on itself where it's a little wider now into thirds, and now I got a really thick center. So maybe I need that to go down the middle. So if I want that to be right down the middle, I've got to watch where I'm folding, and I can just kind of pleat it and then fold it. You could go to town, guys, but you can control what pattern you have down the middle. See how cute that is? Whatever you want, and rotate it a little bit, and then once you're really happy with where it's at, like, you manipulate it over. I'm gonna go over a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna run that right down the middle. Oh, so it's a little bit thicker. But with just a couple of changes, I can have a thick center or a thin center. I can even go thicker if I want. And you can really make that center super cute. That's a little design school behind the doors trick. Secret tip for you. But look how cute. Ah, so stinking cute. All right, let me know in the comments how much you like this bow and if you want to learn more. And if you want to learn more about design school, just ask. I had so much fun making this with you. Y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I can't wait to make another project like this with you. All right, Bloomerinos, I'll see you next time. Y'all go have fun with flowers.